Hi guys, it's me again, Solomon. Well, today they threw me in the ball pit after my second interview. I had to shadow under uh, the salesman, see what he does, see what the business is all about, and we drove off to the site. We started at a small business. It was a rundown shop that sold Mexican food or whatnot, like a pizzeria, several different businesses, and had to record each business we went to. And this is what you generally do. You have to get as many businesses in the day, talk to them, and sell them their product. This particular product was one of those energy things from Hess. This particular company. I will not say their name. But you get the idea. They reduce your bill, energy bill, PSNG energy bill, and they're trying to sell you wholesale energy, which it is a legitimate company. The salesman told me that he believed in the product and that it was legitimate, that they were trying to help people. 100%, no lie. That if the clients he visited said no, they would be shooting themselves. And he popped up in their business at the time when the owners are there by chance for their benefit. So it would benefit them if they were paying $200 for energy. The owners would now be paying $180 or $175, whatever it was. 2 months, it would kick in after they received their bills. So he would go in and demand the manager for the owner of the business who paid the bills. Some people responded and showed him their bills and said yes. After only 4. So 4 out of 50 businesses would say yes. That means that 45 businesses said no. Some said get the F out. It's very harsh. Some people are like, no. Some people try to appear more educated about the subject, saying that, oh, yeah, he did the same. I did the same thing. I was a salesman. I was young. I sold energy to people, reduced their bills, and the whole thing is a scam. And they didn't believe in the product, so they didn't want it for themselves. And they're like, no. So they would have preferred to pay that $200 instead of paying that $170 based on past experiences. So my friend of mine, I called her for her personal opinion. She said she had similar bad experiences where she would get 2 bills after signing one of these energy discount rates. I never had any problems. I never actually owned my own business or my own home or paid my own electric bill under my name, so thank God I never had to deal with this kind of stuff. But I was, during the time, it was an uncomfortable situation. I was getting out of my comfort zone. It was hot outside, maybe 90, 95 degrees. I was sweating. It's like a desert. People who are interested, you generally have to stay 20, 30 minutes on average for them. To gain their trust, to answer all their questions. If it's a woman, she'll have like 4 times the amount of questions because women, they're harder to gain their trust. They like to hide, say no a lot more. They're suspicious and more they question things. They're more curious, so they'll have more questions on average. Half and half. Half of the men's side, half the women's side. It's average. The law of averages. Out of a certain number of 100 people, one or 2 will say yes. That's the law of averages. Persistency. It's being able to sell yourself, gaining trust, having confidence. All these skill sets, stack, on top of each other so that you could make money, you can profit. So every sale you make, however someone signs, it's actually on the iPad, so they sign put their name on everything. It's an easy application that the client is able to sign up for the program. But then they have to wait for them to call and verify that it's them, so that they have the legal document that's saying yes, they have their consent. And the phone call took up like 10-15 minutes. It was just an outrageous amount of time. Like, you would just say, what is your name, how are you related to this business, what is your occupation. It just kept going on and on, and that pretty much have been a deal breaker. But some people are patient and they'll fill every single piece of information out. So this would just drag on and drag on until someone finally said yes. When someone finally says yes, it's like solving for X. You got the answer, you got your A on that test. So it's a mindset, it's discipline. It's no different than school. You just keep wailing at something, keep wailing at it, eventually you'll get it. But to do this every day, it's quite taxing. There was a lot of walking. I emphasized how sweaty it got, how hot it was outside. Oh my God. But to see this every day, I don't know. New faces, old faces, same guy yelling at you, liquor store, then they give you territory. The companies are actually licensed to sell in that particular area. So it's like a Sim City. You go into the commercial area and you do business. They expect you there. It's a business zone. It's a commercial zone. Then you have residential zones, and then you have industrial zones. And then you have the police and the firemen and the park and the zoo and whatever have you in the SimCity game. Now it's real life. There's nothing to do with school. There are schools there, but this is a life skill. I believe I summed everything up. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching. Keep yourselves educated. See you next time.